So what do you do when your toddler twins keep waking up in the night and have trouble sleeping? That's what we're talking about today. Hey everybody, my name is Joe Rollinson. I'm the founder of dadsguidetotwins.com, where I help you survive and thrive as a father of twins. Sleep is really a big deal, not just for your kids, but also for you as a parent. You want your kids to sleep so you can sleep through the night. Let's talk a little bit about what to do with toddler twins who may be kind of defiant about sleeping, getting to bed in the first place, or they may be waking up during the night, and how you can help them get and establish good, healthy sleep habits. First of all, if you're having trouble with your twins falling asleep because they just want to talk and play with each other, one thing you may want to try is separating them for bedtime. We had to do this with our twin girls for a season until they were able to get back in a habit of falling asleep together in the same room. We would put one girl to bed in her bedroom and the other girl to bed in our bedroom. And after everyone was asleep, we would transfer the girl that was in our bed to her crib or her bed in her bedroom. What that did was it let the girls focus on falling asleep and not focus on entertaining each other. You don't want your presence to be a crutch for your twins. You should not have to hold them or rock them to sleep or always be with them for them to fall asleep. That's not sustainable. That's not something you can do day after day, week after week, and month after month. So ideally, you want them to be able to learn how to fall asleep by themselves. However, sleep training is a beautiful system that allows you to slowly work your way out of the room over the course of a series of nights so that your twins get used to falling asleep by themselves and not needing your immediate presence or you hovering over them or being with them for that to happen. We had a season where our girls had a hard time falling asleep, so my wife or I would go into the room and we would just sit there in the room quietly, and if the girls got out of control, we would go over and soothe them, remind them it's time to keep their head on the pillow, keep their eyes closed, keep their mouths shut, it's time for sleep. And then as this progressed night after night, we would slowly sit closer and closer to the door after we put them down to sleep, until ultimately we were able to put them down to sleep and walk out of the room and shut the door, and they were able to fall asleep by themselves. So be mindful of how you spend time in your twins' bedroom after bedtime, because you don't want to encourage them to be awake because you're there, and you don't want to encourage them to depend on you to fall asleep. So try to slowly work your way out of the room over time so that they become self-sufficient in falling asleep. Your twins may be waking up during the night or having trouble falling asleep in the beginning because maybe they're getting enough rest. Now this is one where you need to talk to your pediatrician to determine how much sleep exactly your twins should be having. But they may be getting enough sleep, and so they may be ready for a later bedtime than they were previously. We may get spoiled when our kids are really young because they go to bed, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and then they sleep through the night. But as they get older, they start to go to sleep later, 7:30, 8, 8:30. And that infringes upon our parent time, our quiet time in the house. But that is a natural evolution that your twins will be making. So if your kids are not going to sleep or they're waking up during the night, they may be getting enough sleep through other means. Just double check with your doctor what the right amount of sleep should be for them. We're also big fans of bedtime routines. If every night is a very predictable and comfortable routine for your twins, they're going to look forward to that, they're going to know what to expect, and they're naturally going to follow the steps that lead to sleep. If every night is different, if every bedtime is different, then the kids are not going to know what to expect, and they're going to be on high alert, and that's going to hinder them from calming down and relaxing and getting ready for sleep. So stick to a predictable and soothing bedtime routine, and that will go a long way to helping your twins fall asleep quickly and stay asleep through the night. Remember that you want to reinforce the behavior that you want to see. So if you go into your twins' room because they're not sleeping, praise and encourage the one twin that is doing something as close to sleep as possible. Maybe they're laying down and not standing up. Maybe they have their head on their pillow versus just rolling around. Maybe they have their eyes closed. Whatever it is, praise the twin that is doing the thing that you want them to do. That will encourage that twin to continue to do that good behavior and will encourage the other twin to follow suit because they want your attention and praise as well. Always positively reinforce whatever good thing is happening. It may be difficult to identify at first pass, but if you look carefully, there'll be something that you can latch onto that will be praiseworthy, that will then help direct them towards calming down and going to sleep. Remember that consistency is key. We've talked about consistency with bedtime routine, but also consistency of how you interact with your twins during the night when they wake up. they will learn what your reaction will be when they cry out in the middle of the night. If your reaction is to flip on the light and have a party time with them by taking them out of their cribs, out of their room, walking around the house, interacting with them, they'll expect that interaction time with you. If they're greeted with no lights, with very quiet or no talking, maybe a very quick interaction with them to help calm them down and lay them back down, and then you leave, they'll realize that the middle of the night is boring, there's nothing to do but sleep, and that's exactly what they'll do. So remember to be consistent in reinforcing their expectations to encourage them to sleep through the night. So if your twins are having trouble sleeping through the night, try some of these tips we talked about today and let us know in the comments below what has worked for your children. As an additional resource, you may want to check out my book, Dad's Guide to Raising Twins. This will help you through the first several years of raising your twins. You can learn more about this book at raisingtwinsbook.com. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with another twin parent that you know that can benefit from these tips. You might as well check out some of these other videos for practical tips and tricks on preparing for and raising your twins. As always, remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single video to help you along your twin parenting journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.